Yes, sir. We're officially back at it. This is Boog Nice coming at you with the Extreme Sets Subway Terminal Pop-Up Review. Let's do it.
Man, I used to play the trap spot, propped on the block like I was part of the backdrop. Now it's scale, props, effects, and backdrops. The right lighting, you never catch me biting. Say you make it look so real when you pose the figures fighting. I caught lightning, stuck it in the detour. Replicate epic scenes from the Creed War. Compose pieces with artists that span the globe. Fearsome foes, Spidey in the picture perfect pose. Insert the comic book cutout to shoot a show. Oh, you ain't know? Yo, everybody know me. I made nerds cool nerd like my man Zobi. Took the everyday display, gave it a spark. Welcome to articulated comic book art.
That's crispy.
We're looking at the subway terminal pop-up. You can see some train signs there, JMMA 86730. I wonder if that has some significance. But anyway, it says +6 Extreme Sets Transit. You can see a little window here on the right. You would be able to see some of the cards if they weren't already out of the package, but they are. So this looks to be one of the pillars. As a matter of fact, it is one of the pillars because I have one already assembled here. This folds down very easily, and you can create a three-dimensional pillar, so you'll have two of those, which is cool. This looks to be a portion of the platform where you can't really slip. This is towards where you would actually get on the train, and they make it a sort of rubbery material so you don't slip and fall in front of the train and kill yourself. And you got 1, 2, 3 of those. So those will be the floor. And this is very interesting. This is one of the main reasons why I wanted to even get this set, because on the wall of the station you see an ACBA ad right there. And shout out to my man Vinny, because he's the one that actually designed this ad. I actually wish it would have came out a little more vibrant. It looks a little washed out, but you know what, it's not a big deal considering that this is the train station. So there's that, and I guess this is upside down. Yes, this is the train, so you can make it look like the train is in the station with the door open. That's cool. And then there's another one with the doors closed, and these look like more walls. And another ad here, Big Bad Toy Store. Shout out to them, extremesets.com. There's a little subway map of Manhattan, so I guess this is supposed to be New York. And then this is another wall with the stairway and telephone booths, which we definitely do not have in New York City anymore, but it's a great throwback, right? So I got the subway tile laid down here, 3 different plates for that. Unlike the subway doors or the train and the walls, these don't actually connect together, so you're gonna have to finesse this in a way where they'll stay together and they'll sit flush. But as far as the subway train goes, it looks like these tab in together here, so I'll get that one full car here. Get me on this light and I'll get it all situated and get the light right as I get this fully constructed here. But those 2 pieces of the train sit pretty flush. They look pretty good. They line up well. You can't really see the break in between them too much. But I do feel like you're going to have to do a lot of force perspective and hit certain angles with this, because you don't want the light to hit the board a certain way, and you lose that illusion. And it doesn't seem like there's a real right or wrong way to do this here. So I mean, I have the staircase on this side connected to this wall with these ads, but I probably could have reversed it. This just made the most sense to me here for this one. And then on the other one, I've got the one ad and the plain wall here. So you know, you could flip this either way. You could actually put the walls on that side and put the train on this side if you wanted to just shoot against the wall. Or I guess I could probably put these up on this side facing with the back panel facing the camera and shoot from this angle over here. I don't know, man. I'm all over the place right now. It's just a lot of options. All right, so this is coming along okay. I basically folded the ends and pretty much making a rectangle here, and so it'll snap together at both ends. I'm not really a big fan of how that looks down there, but you can finesse it with the angles. I still got to get the floor tiles to kind of lay flat, but you could see this all coming together, and you can probably see that if you start hitting the angles the right way, then you definitely have a set. If we have 4 of these pillars, it would be better though, so you could kind of line them up all the way down the row here and get them kind of evenly placed. I wish there was 4 of the 3-dimensional pillars. That would have been really so get a little innovative here, being that these fold in, they open up. I'm gonna weight them down with these little cans, and that'll help actually make the floor plates sit flat as well. Alright, just so you can see, I got a semi-rectangle here. I left one of the panels out, which was the panel that had the staircase and the phone, the 2 little pay phones on there. I don't like the way the staircase looks. It looks a little too flat, and the phones are outdated and they're a little too big, I think. I got Wolverine back there just trying to kind of hold the floor tiles down. You can see a little bit of gappage right here. That's a pain in the butt. Trying to get the floor tiles to sit flat is a pain in the butt, and lining everything up could be a pain in the butt. And you might see some gappage in between the train and the platform, but actually that's okay. If you want to really go the distance, you could actually put a little piece of, or a long piece of black construction paper underneath, which will kind of simulate the small gap in between the train and the platform anyway, and it'll be black and it'll look like it's just dark, and that's the tracks down there basically. But aside from some of the gappage in the corner and everything, once you get everything put together, you start hitting some nice angles, it is a nice set for some great photo shoots. I will say that if you get the angles right, you get the lighting right, and you get everything to sit flush, it's a great set. It's fun. I can see a lot of fun factor with this, but it's just about getting all of this stuff to sit flush. This with my OCD is driving me nuts though, because I want everything to really be streamlined and sit flush, and it's going to take me longer than I wanted to finish this review basically. I've seen them on their Instagram do some things where they take an X-Acto and cut out some of the doors and windows and different things on some of the other sets, which I actually show as I review some of the other sets. So if you wanted to do that, and this is sort of like an old school look with the trains. The trains in New York City definitely don't have graffiti on them like this anymore. That was like in the 80s, but I do like that. I like that you could kind of do a throwback there, and also if you wanted to do different things there and put some graffiti on them and do what people do in the train station and draw mustaches on the people and different things like that. I wouldn't recommend that you mess up the ACBA ad though, really, but there is some room for customization. You can mark up the walls though and do more graffiti on the walls if you wanted to. But yeah, you can do things to your specifics. It's just so many different possibilities with this particular set. The challenge is really just trying to hide the seams here and just make everything look seamless. So I'm not going to lie to you, it's definitely frustrating trying to get this all situated when it's time for you to do your photo shoot and do your videos or whatever you're doing. But once you do get everything straight and you get everything aligned how you really want it, it is a fun set, and it is a lot of possibilities. I mean, I built up pretty much 90% of the set here. I didn't have to do that. I could have only used the back wall and maybe one of the floor plates and just used a small portion of the train here on the right. But I built up the whole thing obviously so you guys can see for the review, but you have a lot of different possibilities. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe originally Extreme Sets was primarily doing wrestling pop-ups, and to see them expand to other things and to do more three-dimensional things, and for them to really know their audience and recognize that ACBA and toy photography is booming, and for them to really step outside the box and do this, I think it's great. I'm excited to see what more they will offer. I do know that they're supposed to be offering sort of like a three-dimensional train to go along with this set. I saw some shots of that on their Instagram. So listen, all of their links and everything will be in the description below. You can go directly to extremesets.com to try out any one of their pop-ups. But I do like this one. I do like the possibilities. And, you know, I'm going to mess around with it more before I break it down and really dig deep and try to do some different things. So would I recommend it? Sure, I would. I would recommend that you try out at least one of the sets and probably try this one because it's got the ACBA ad on it. But I might be a little biased, but yeah, that's what it is. So until next time, peace.